Hey vlog, it's Valerie, and today we are recording in my bedroom. You'd never guess. I mean, it's just another brown wall. But we're hiding from the noise in the rest of the house. So, shh, here we are. So this week was kind of different. I uploaded 2 videos already this week. The first one being a 10 non-yarny things about me video. That was a tag started by Rel of the Dabbling Hook, and then Amber from Crochet tagged me in it. So I made that video. That was fun. Just a quick little thing. If you want to, you can check it out. I'll link it below. And then the second video I posted was the podcast interview with Cosetta from Setta's Place. And that was really fun. Also, if you haven't checked that out, that will be linked below. I've gotten a lot of good feedback from that. People seem to be enjoying the interview idea, so I'm definitely going to keep doing that. Like I mentioned in an earlier video, I'm just going to try and do one a month. Because I really think if I try and do more, I'll get overwhelmed and scared. And anyway, so I'm just going to do one. But it was really fun. I was also kind of nervous, but it was a very enjoyable interview. You should definitely check it out if you haven't yet. So yeah, so that made this week different. And then I've been feeling a lot of, and this is really silly, like the rational side of my brain is like, why are you feeling this much like angst and turmoil about this thing? And it's kind of dumb and inconsequential. And I'm going to talk to you guys about it now. It's all about the baby panda. So we'll just get started. So this is the baby panda that I finished. And the turmoil that I've been feeling is I finished it and my thought was, it's kind of skinny. It's like, but maybe it's okay. Like, I don't know. And then I showed it to my husband. The first thing he said was like, wow, that's one skinny panda. And so I guess let me explain a little bit of my process ideas. So this one was the one I showed last week. I decided not to do the eye patch and the sewing because I knew this wasn't going to be a final draft one, and I really don't like hand sewing, so I just decided against it. So on this one, I didn't like how the arms kind of stuck out from the body because I thought the body was too fat and too long, and the head shape was bad, which are things I still agree with. But when I went ahead and tried to make it thinner on this one, like the body shape, I just don't like how it turned out. So I have a lot of thoughts. Like when I think about baby pandas, I think like cute little like balls of fur. And that is not what this is. I think this is just a small panda. It's like if I had made the big panda just smaller. You know, that's what this is. This isn't a baby panda. This is just a smaller version of the big one. Which makes me wonder, like, am I being hung up on semantics? Small versus baby? I don't know. Like I said, a lot of conundrums have been happening about this. And so I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do. I might scrap this and start completely over. I might, yeah, it might just be like 100% different, which if that's the case, it might be a little bit before I get back to it, because I kind of have to like sit with a pattern for a while if it's bothering me. I just have to like let it roam through the canyons of my mind and you know, think and like get different inspiration, like work on something else for a while, then come back to it. So that might be where this is. I do think that if I was just doing like a standard teddy bear pattern, like this would be fine. Like I think this would work for just, you know, this is my teddy bear. But baby panda, I don't think so. So that's where I am on that. Yeah, like I mentioned last week, I said I was going to finish this one so my daughter could play with it. She loves it. She loves it a lot. And so she tries to play with this one, but I haven't let her yet because it's still white and I'd like to keep it that way, at least until I figure out what I'm going to do with the actual baby panda. So this is where these are. Actually, I probably shouldn't do a smiling face with these because how I kind of feel about them is like this. So anyway, that is where that is at the moment. I had kind of hoped that I'd be able to send out the baby panda to testers the beginning of February as well as the baby sheep, but it doesn't look like it. Like, unless I just make it a teddy bear pattern, I don't think this one's going to be going out. So yeah, it's a little bit disappointing, but I'll be all right. So last week I mentioned that I wanted to make another baby sheep, and there were a couple of things that I wanted to finesse, and so this is how far I am. I'm just getting the eye on. I don't even have it on this side yet. But what I did was I took 2 rows out of the head because I thought it was way too deep and that kind of bugged me. So I took 2 rows out of the head, and then I changed the row directly after sorry you guys can't see it because my hand's in the way, directly after the last kind of bobble stitch row, and then I added 1 more row to the nose. I don't know. This probably really doesn't matter that much to you guys, but I've been tweaking a little bit because I wanted it to be a little bit more pointy rather than like goes out and then just kind of ends abruptly. So that's kind of been my tweaking. I have made the body, which I tweaked kind of the top rows of that as well. So I hopefully will have it done next week, which should also mean that the pattern is completely done because I will have gone through, made sure that all of the rows are how I like them, and taken any pictures that are needed. So that's where that is. Quick update on, it's all about babies today. Quick update on the baby elephant pattern. It is being tested. I've had 2 of my testers respond already, so I just am waiting on 1 more to see what they have to say about the pattern, if there's any things I messed up on or things that they caught, typos, etc. But I think that's going pretty well from the pictures I've seen. They've turned out pretty darn cute. So I'm happy. I'm happy with the little baby elephant. Then another thing I did was I went to Joann's. I got a couple more things of yarn. Honestly, they're not that exciting. But, you know, might as well show and tell, even if all it is neutrals. So I got a brown to match my wall. Whoops. Actually, it's kind of uncanny how well those match. If you want, you guys can guess what I'm going to do with this. Actually, I probably should have bought 2 of these because now that I said that, I'm like, man, all the things I could make. So I've got one of these. I got a lighter, I think it's the almond. Yes, almond color. Got some other ideas for that one as well. And then for whenever I do remake the baby panda, I got some more white because I do have some gray left over, but I ran out of white. And I really like the baby panda in gray. There's something about this softer color that just feels so right for a nursery versus like the high contrast of black and white to just have that softened with gray and white. I like it a lot. So yeah. I got some more fleece as well. I got this. This one's kind of a standard for me, this gray and pink. I think it's adorable. I'm really excited to use it again. And then I tried something new. I got this one with the arrows. And I got a much wider swatch. Usually I get somewhere between 4 and 8 inches width, depending on the project. But this one, I think I got 20 inches width. So this way, the other way was length. So what I'm wanting to try is maybe experiment more with loveys, but having a fleece blanket rather than a crocheted blanket, because I'm so bad at crocheting blankets. And took some advice from an online mentor who once said like a million times, lean into your strengths rather than trying to develop your weaknesses. And I definitely have a weakness when it comes to blankets, and I think I could maybe do some fun things with, mixing fleece and crocheting, which is something I, already dabble in and really enjoy. So I'm gonna lean into that and see if I can come up with some more fun things. So that's why I got the big thing of fleece. Yeah. Like I said, a lot of just me standing here chatting at you this week, but apparently I had a lot on my mind. So thank you for being here and listening to me. Let me know your opinion about the baby panda. I'm just curious to see what you guys think. Do you agree with me that it needs to be this adorable, chubby, fluffy thing? Or is it okay being scrawny? Or should that just be a teddy bear pattern? I think it might just need to be a teddy bear pattern. Anyway, thank you so much for being here, for listening to my chatter. I hope you guys all have a lovely week, and I'll talk to you guys soon. See you in the comments.